Good morning, everyone. It is not morning, it's afternoon, right? This is what happens when it's election day. Forgive me, I'm wearing green. For those people who are from Bermuda, you'll probably know the reason why I am wearing green. I even have on green socks today. Good afternoon. Get it right. Jeremy, thank you very much for that introduction. And Peter, I'm happy to know that the people at the airport are greeting you with smiles, telling you all about blockchain. For those of you who are visiting, a show of hands, who's not from Bermuda? All right. Well, welcome to Bermuda. I even see my sister there in the audience. Hi, sis. I would say, for those of you who are not from here, welcome to our shores. For those of you who are from here, I am pleased to welcome you to the Bermuda on Blockchain InsurTech Symposium. About 7 months ago, Bermuda began executing on a plan to make Bermuda a global leader for businesses that use blockchain technology. Since that time, we have been deliberate in advancing an agenda to ensure that Bermuda will be an excellent place for fintech generally, but especially insurtech. Bermuda is a natural fit for this evolution of financial services and technology. We have spent decades cementing our reputation as a well-respected, leading international financial center. We are well known to the world's insurance buyers for bringing innovation and new solutions to the insurance industry. And I like to think that innovation is in our DNA. And in the same way that Bermuda has always brought innovation to insurance, we will ensure that Bermuda can be used as a platform to bring innovation to fintech. One of Bermuda's greatest assets, our integrated financial services regulator, the Bermuda Monetary Authority, has been working with the government to ensure that Bermuda can be a successful fintech jurisdiction. Just this past April, the authority proposed a new regulatory environment aimed at insurtech companies. This included 2 parallel innovation tracks, an insurance regulatory sandbox, and an innovation hub. The sandbox would allow for pre-qualified companies seeking a license to test new products and services in a pre-licensing arrangement that would enable regulators to assess, as necessary, legislative and regulatory requirements. The Cabinet has approved amendments to the Insurance Act and will pass legislation making Bermuda's insurance regulatory sandbox a reality before the end of July. The second part, the Innovation Hub, is comprised of an Insurance Innovation Working Group, which will be a virtual exchange for the consideration of new concepts and related information. These 2 projects will play a role in ensuring Bermuda's leading position as a jurisdiction for insurtech innovation and will allow new and/or existing companies to thrive from their Bermuda address. Parallel to the BMA's work in the regulatory sandbox was the Bermuda government's effort to make Bermuda a global leader in the regulation of digital assets. A task force was formed, and the Legal and Regulatory Working Group was charged with developing a sound, appropriate legal structure to govern products and services that are related to digital assets. With so many concerns, quite naturally, surrounding virtual currencies and other digital assets, we brought together some of the best minds internationally and locally to address those concerns with thoughtful and forward-thinking regulation. Through our regulatory advisors, we've had consultation with the Security and Exchanges Commission, the OECD, and other international authorities. We have introduced legislation to create a licensing regime for companies carrying on digital asset business. This regime will serve companies that operate exchanges, facilitate payments of virtual currencies, provide digital asset wallets, or who generally issue, sell, or redeem digital assets as a business activity. As Jeremy said, there is no other country in the world that has provided certainty by creating a licensing regime for digital assets that is enshrined in legislation. We've also passed initial token offering legislation to provide regulatory certainty for companies that are issuing tokens and for protection for consumers who wish to participate in a token offering. This legislation is broad enough to cover all types of digital asset tokens that may be issued. Whether they be a utility token or a security token, Bermuda has rules in place to ensure that it can be done safely and lawfully from our shores. We've been building an environment to welcome fintech business without jeopardizing the blue chip reputation that we worked so hard to build over the last 40 years. As I told an executive forum in New York last month, we simply seek recognition as a stable, well-regulated location for technologists and innovators who are building solutions that will power the economy of the future. A future where blockchain technology and the digitization of assets will be part of everyday business. Bermuda is serious about being that place of innovation. And as Jeremy said, I'm going to have to stop giving speech around the DMA. They're stealing some of my lines. As Jeremy said, while many cities may boast innovation hubs or incubators, I regard my entire island as an incubator. And if you are looking for a place to get your innovation right, are you looking for a place where you can build your technology, scale it to serve the world, and serve it from a Bermuda platform, I welcome you to Bermuda and understand that Bermuda can be your home. We've often said that Bermuda is open for business, but you should also see that with the work of which we've done in 7 short months, Bermuda is not only open for business, but this new government means business. I hope you enjoy the rest of the afternoon, and thank you for your attention.